you have created a soil user soil file, right? And you have also prepared a daily data ET003, right? And monthly weather generator was also incorporated in the database. So how we can combine all this and then make a run of our own model. So I will just go in that step and you try it until coffee break, and then we'll be moving to the main today session, that is the optimizations of different irrigation and other things that we were discussing before. Okay. So if you remember, this is the WinApex database. In the directory, I already showed you that from here we had our soil data. Okay, so it's two layer data, right, with information included, and you can see that we have added our own data, but this information of the soil needs to be recorded in the list of soil. Okay, there are multiple lists of soils, so we have created our own with this information. Okay, and there is a list of soil here. If you open it, you can see that our soil is listed here, but if not, you need to bring the information, the name should be the same as the one which is explained here. So, so that is the lookup. The soil list will look up on the name directly, so it should be the same, and you can see that uh, here is the soil texture ID, that is the clay, and the hydrologic group D, and most of the informations are from there. But the one thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that our soil is listed here in the list of soil. So this is our list of soil, the one that we have created. Okay, and this is just texture ID and hydrology group, the upper slope and lower slope. So this is the one that I have already used yesterday, and slope length. So you can provide some of the information, but make sure that this soil is listed in the soil list. That's it. Yeah, in the soil list. Yeah. So here, so you have it already, right? Yeah. Which one? Okay. So this is one thing to do. So our soil data need to be listed in the soil list. That is one thing. And the second is that about the weather. Okay, we have the weather data. Okay, weather generator. We have inserted ET if you remember. Okay, this is our new weather data that we have inserted yesterday, and this needs to be listed, okay, on the list of weather data list. Here is a list of weather data. Where is that? List of weather data. Weather list here. In the weather list, this is the name of the weather station. So make sure this name is the same as the name here. It is a lookup, so it is also case sensitive. The weather data needs to be here in the weather list. You can modify the state and county. If you remember when we were choosing the soil, it was only Amhara ET, right? There was no option to choose, but you can modify here the county and the country. And in this weather station, list of weather station, you have to specify which weather data you will be using. So remember, we have created ET003 yesterday. So for Dangla, we have been using ET002. For Robbie, we have been using ET001. Okay. Now the one that we have created yesterday is ET003. So if you like to use ET003 for the new weather station, you have to specify the station here, ET003. And make sure that this ET003 is available in the Apex program file directory. Okay? That means ET003 needs to be available here, the DLY file. ET001 is here, 002 is here. But if you like to see also to use ET003, and it needs to be available here. Let's see and open it because I want you not to be confused. This data doesn't have any row at the top.
Yeah.
Right? It's completely the data. The one we inserted the one that we inserted the top two rows is just to generate a monthly weather data. So you use this data for the program, the original data for the program directory. Or you can also check the previous one is the same. Okay? So you use ET003. You can specify the latitude and longitude. If you remember, when we select weather station, the latitude longitude will appear directly, right? This is the way the place that you can modify the latitude, longitude, and elevation of your own station. Okay. And another important thing is you need to specify also the wind station that will be used for this weather station. Remember yesterday we have created wind station separately, right?
Yeah.
So that is the wind data, this one. So previously we had the wind station for Robbie, wind station for Dangla, and the wind station for the one that we created was ET-DAN. And we need to tell that we are using this wind station for our specific location. Okay? Good enough so far? So soil needs to be connected with the soil list. Weather needs to be connected with the weather list. Plus the wind data needs to be, the wind station needs to be included here. Good? Wind station. Yeah. The weather generator that we have yesterday. The monthly weather generator.
Apex in interface, there is no icon.
Wind generation. So that's why we created it here. Yeah. So yesterday we the wind data we just copied one of them, next it to Excel, and then modified the naming and this value, and then insert it back as into that. That's how we incorporate. So it done. So the other thing which is left is the wind data need to be also listed in the wind the list of wind station. So we have the list of wind station. So the one that have created ET done needs to be listed here. Okay, you can use the same naming ET done here also, and the station ET done. Okay, this one you just copy the previous value just to make it the same. It doesn't make any difference on the simulation for the link. You can just copy this and paste it here. Copy this and paste it here. The only thing that is important here is you need to list your wind data in the list of wind list. ET done, so you can have the state, ET, and the station is ET done. So how many tabs we have modified? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 tabs are important to connect what we have created. Right? Soil data, soil list, data, weather list, wind data, wind list. So once you are done with this, you can close it and go to the interface of WinApex. So now we would like to create a new watershed, right?
Yeah.
Based on our data. So what we do, create new watershed, right? And provide a name. Let's say dunk, just to make consistent with the weather. You can name it anything. And in this weather station, the new weather station needs to be available. Now, ET done. That means by selecting ET done, you are using the new weather, new wind data, and everything, and the soil as well. ET done, and you can see that it will be automatically appearing for the latitude, longitude. Okay, then we continue to make some areas. Let's just use the same information that we have used yesterday to make it simple and create a watershed. Right? Let's use owner hub size 0, daily weather station. Now the daily weather station you are choosing ET done. The new one, management condition, you can choose any. Let me choose the one that we use under dry land or field. Land condition, contour food infestation, and region. Since I didn't modify the region in the database, it appears here. But if you can modify from the database. And the soil, now I should see my soil in the soil list. This is the one I think. The longest name. Type of survey area extreme. Let's use this 0.06, 0.59, and leave the rest as it is. So and then you can say generate watershed. Right. Okay. Now we have created our watershed. Now it is done watershed is here. It was 2 before, now it appears done. You can also modify the control file, right? If you want to have different use of simulation, different management conditions, you can modify the control file. Okay, add record from existing record. But now let's use the previous control file. the one that we have created yesterday. So this doesn't uh, this is not connected with the weather and soil information that we have incorporated to our watershed. That is with the watershed. Okay, the first part. Control file is controlling the number of use of simulation and the methods of simulation. So you can use yesterday's control file. So let's select it done and this control file and make our run. And hopefully if you have done a good job in editing those databases, you will successfully run your module. So if you are encountering errors, so something is missing in your computer, in your database, or in
የስቴሽኖቹ አሁን ያልኩት ወተርሼዱን አርባ ምንጭ ስላልኩት ነው። በአሁኑ መስራት ያለበት ማለት ነው። በአሁኑ የእንትኑና የእንትኑ ሲለያይ አይሰራም። አሁን ለምሳሌ 40 አሁን ለምሳሌ ይሰራል በዚህ እሱም እኮ ነው የምልህ በአርባ ምንጭ ነው የሚሰራው። አርባ ምንጭ
if you want, or I can repeat it too.
So what we did when we started was to make sure that our weather data, we can find it in the weather list. Database and go to the weather data.
Yes.
So the .mdb file, the Ethiopia database. Weather data.
ስሙን ስላላየሁት ነው። ዳታቤዙ በአሙኑ ከሬት ያደረኩት ወተርሼዱን በአርባ ምንጭ ስለዚህ በሁለቱ አድርጌ ይሰራል።
ችግር ያለው ከሚያረክበት ስም
ኮፒ ካላረገ
ሁለቱንም ማለት ነው። ፕሮፋይሉ ማተሻቱ
እቺን አሁን ትራንስፈር ይሰራል።
So if you have seen it done,
ስትሆን የመንዝ
that's fine. See something is done. You've seen it done. Okay.
አሁን ክሬት ያረኳት ኪዳን ዋና ናችን ነው ሲለቀቅ ፕሮፋይል ነገር ስናስገባ ሪጎሪ
So I'm going to start from the beginning. Now look carefully. So from the WinApex directory, we open this database. Make sure that the interface is closed. Make sure the interface is closed. So open this database. The WinApex interface needs to be closed. So as I said before, we have created wind data, we have created weather daily weather data and monthly weather generator, and we have created user soil. So we would like to connect them so that we can use them to run our model, right? Instead of using already prepared data, now we are customizing to our watershed, right? Because we have customized the weather, we customize the soil, and then we can create our own watershed. So we started from weather data. Okay, let's start from the weather data. If you see the weather data here, this is the monthly weather statistics. But initially when the model was installed, it had only these two, ET-ROBIT and ET-Dangler. If you remember, we have created ET-Dang from the interface, right? And copied all the values here. And you can see that the lookup name is ET-Dang. This name, okay, needs to appear on the list of weather data. Okay, on the list of weather data. So we go to the weather list. Where is the weather? Here. In the weather list, initially we had two, ROBIT and Dangler. Now we included the third one. What we modified from here was the name. This should be the same as the name of the weather data, which is listed here, ET-Dang. This needs to be the same as this one. Good? Good so far?
Yeah.
So you can modify this thing if you want to, but keep it as it is for now. And the other thing that you need to modify is the weather station, the daily weather data that you will be using for this new watershed. Okay? We have created ET003 and make sure it is 3 zeros. ET0003 and make sure that ET003 is available in the Apex profile of the WinApps directory. For my case, it is already available here. And also open and check that there is nothing at the top of this. It's only the data. That was the original file. If you remember, we had two rows. That two rows was used only to generate the monthly weather statistics. But when we use it for the daily weather station, the two rows will not be here. We use the original data. So if you have it already, you can remove the first two rows and save it. So we modified this. We have included our weather station here, and we told to use ET003 data for this weather station. And also we are telling which wind station to use for this weather station. ET-Dang. So this ET-Dang comes from the wind data. If we open the wind data, we had two wind stations before, and we have incorporated ET-Dang yesterday. If you didn't incorporate wind station yesterday, you can choose one of the two for the time being. Okay? So in the weather list, ET-Dang, I wrote ET-Dang here because it is available here. But if ET-Dang is not available for you here, if you didn't create it, you can either use ET-ROBIT or ET-Dangler. But you need to provide which weather station, wind station to use for your simulation. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the wind data included in the weather station. Also, we need to include the wind data in the list of wind station. So list of wind station, we need to provide it here. Okay. you can copy this rows, but the main thing that we are interested in is lookup should be etcd, and the station etcd needs to be the same with the station that you want to use. This is all about the weather. So for connecting the weather, you need 4 tabs. And the other 2 tabs that we need to connect is the soil. Okay. Where is the soil? Soil here. Soil data. So if you remember, we have created a soil with 2 layers yesterday here. And the name is this one. It is long. Okay? And we need to provide this naming into the list of soil here. So make sure it is available here. And the name should be the same with the one available here. That's all we do to connect the soil and the weather. If you are done with this, you just close the database and go to the WinApex interface. Okay, it is done is available here. I can create another one. So create new. Let me say done 1. Weather station should be here, and you continue to make sub area. So we just did what we used yesterday. We use the owner file, start site 0, daily weather station. Now it should appear here. You use it. Land management condition, you can use one of them, and land condition, contour, good infiltration, and this is the only option to choose from here. The soil, select your own soil. Sorry. Select your own soil. And stream, let us use the same watershed size and longest distance same. Then you can say generate watershed, and some area is created now. So you use this. Now this is another new one, the one that I created now. You can use the same control file that we used yesterday. It's not connected with the weather information. And make here. How many of you have successfully run the model? No one? There are 2 people here at least. Okay.
Here over also. Here over also is successful.
Okay. So try to fix issues until coffee break. We can work on data preparation. If you see, we have created ET003 DLY. This is not imported into your database. It is just in this folder. Okay, you have to take this to the Apex program file folder.
We already taken yesterday, 003 for example.
Yeah, if you take it already, then it's fine. But some people didn't copy. Okay, if you didn't copy, you have to copy this value, this ET003, into WinApex program file. Then, so it should be there. If you copied it, it should be there, unless you deleted it.
what we did now, the database is we check for soil data, weather data, wind data, is that available or not? We check those things. What is the importance of checking if you did it? Very basic. ከሰራ ነው እንደገና ማየቱ አስፈላጊ ነው ወይ? ለምን ሰርተህ የማይገኝበት ሚንስ ይኖራል ወይ? ያጋጥም ይሆን ወይ?
Yes, for example, I have just copied it, but wrongly copied the name. And then the program crashed. ET003 የሚለው my file name was NA. Then it didn't accept.
Yeah.
Okay? ይከሰታል። ቼክ ማድረጉ ጠቃሚ ነው።
I have from here. Let me also answer from another point of view. One option is to use the interface, to use the database to connect it. And the other option is to use the Apex editor we will see today. Okay? We can also use the Apex editor after we run it. We have our output, right? If we like to change the weather, the soil and everything, we can use the editor and change those things and then make a connection. But if you have created it from the interface, it is a must. It should be available here. But you need to check the value. And as we have seen yesterday, it's going to be tedious to make every values in the interface, right? So we come from here, from the interface, from the database, copy this thing, and since we have rearranged the weather database on this format, we replace the value and bring it back here, right? That's why we need this database. But if you are okay to do everything in the interface, doing every value in that, then there is no need to come to the database, unless you like to connect them.
ስክሪን ሪከርድ ስንሰራ ሪከርደር
አብዛኛው
እስከ ትላንት የነበረው
የዛሬውንም
ሪከርድ እያደረኩኝ አሁን የሆነ ሰዓት
ማጂክ
ልንረሳው ስለምንችል የዛሬ አመት መጠቀም ብፈልግ ይረሳል።
አስተማሪ የራስ ያረከው
ስክሪኑን ሪከርድ እና የሰውየውን ድምጽ
አሁን የሆነ ሰዓት ላይ በጣም ገብቶ ስትሰራ ቆይታ ያችን ስቶር አድርገህ የሆነ ሰዓት ላይ ደግሞ ለመጠቀም ስትፈልግ
ከአመት በኋላ ትረሳለህ።
ሪከርድ አድርገህ ታስገባለህ። ለዛች አይነት ቴክኒክ አለ።
ከአመት በኋላ ይረሳል።
ከሁለት ሳምንት በኋላ ካልሰራ
የራስህን በራስህ ስልጠና ነበር ያለኝ በጣም በራስ ተማሪ ነበር።